Now, please pay attention. Pay rapt attention. The build up to 2027 has started. The race to 2027 has started. Whether you know it or you don't know it, whether you like it or you don't like it. Now, there has been a hint of a possible merger between Peter Obi and Malam Nasiru El-Rufai. Remember, Malam Nasiru El-Rufai is at loggerheads with his own party, the APC. It seems he's not, things have not really worked out the way Malam Nasiru El-Rufai would have wanted in the current administration. So he's not too happy the way things are going. And recently, there have been a lot of brickbats, a lot of gasgos going on right now based on this power agitation, power tussle, and building up to 2027. Now, I'm going to read a report for you. There's this conference going that held in Abuja, a conference on strengthening democracy in Nigeria, where we had so many dignitaries, so many politicians, so many VIPs, so many technocrats. They came to present. Peter Obi was there, Malam Nasir El-Rufai was there. So there's this report that says that. Now, I just want to bring out a hint that Peter Obi and Malam Nasiru El-Rufai might be cooking something. I'm going to bring out the hint from, I will extract the hint from this report. Now, the report is from Politics Nigeria. It says that Malam El-Rufai slams APC. Malam El-Rufai slams APC, says illiterates in leadership. Now, illiterates in leadership. El-Rufai slams APC, says party has abandoned its ideals. Former Kaduna State Governor Malam Nasir El-Rufai has taken a swipe at his party, the All Progressive Congress (APC), accusing it of abandoning its founding principles and fostering poor leadership. Malam Nasir El-Rufai now is saying APC, they are illiterates in the party and there's poor leadership. Now, speaking at a national conference in Abuja on strengthening democracy in Nigeria, El-Rufai described the state of governance and opposition in the country as a national emergency. Now, El-Rufai lamented that lack of internal democracy and active party structure within the APC, saying, "I no longer recognize the APC. No party organ has met in 2 years. No caucus, no NEC, nothing. You don't even know if it is a one-man show. It's a zero-man show." The former governor criticized the quality of leadership emerging from political parties, attributing it to unqualified delegates. Quote, "You cannot afford to have illiterates, semi-illiterates, and cunning people as your leaders. This is why we end up with poor leadership we have today," he said. El-Rufai urged political parties to set higher standards for candidates and delegates, noting that the Constitution's minimum requirement of a secondary school certificate should not suffice for party nomination. Reflecting on the party's foundation, El-Rufai said the APC was originally established to combat corruption, rebuild the economy, and enhance security. He said, however, the goals have been abandoned. The problem that led to the creation of the APC remain unsolved, but I no longer believe the party is interested in addressing them. The distance between me and the party is widening, he revealed. So El-Rufai has revealed that the distance between him and APC, that him and APC is like there's no room for possible reconciliation and all of that. So going forward, the report says El-Rufai also urged opposition parties to unite and form a broad coalition to challenge the ruling party and protect democracy. You see, now he's saying there should be coalition between the opposition parties. El-Rufai is talking of coalition between opposition parties. Now, this is where I'm going to. There are eternal mercenaries in the PDP, hired and motivated to destroy the party. We don't know who are the people in the PDP that has been hired. We don't know who they were hired by. We don't know who hired them to destroy the party. He said there are people in the PDP now. We don't know who he's talking about, but we know that there are people in the PDP that claim that they say they are destroying the PDP. Now, the Labour Party is also facing similar issues. Now, pay attention. This is where I'm going to. This is my point. The Labour Party is also facing similar issues. Peter Obi himself told me, I don't know what's happening in the party I contested with. So, for Malam Nasir El-Rufai to come out to say that Peter Obi told him, it means Malam Nasir El-Rufai and Peter Obi sat down and discussed. There was a discussion, and Peter Obi informed Malam Nasir El-Rufai that he does not know what is going on in Labour Party. Just like Malam Nasir El-Rufai does not know what is going on in APC, and that the PDP is embattled. So put two and two together, extrapolate, you will see that Peter Obi and Malam Nasir El-Rufai definitely had a talk. So there is a chance that Peter Obi and Malam Nasir El-Rufai form a coalition, possible coalition. And the way it is now, I'm seeing is like Peter Obi will form a coalition with Malam El-Rufai, and Malam El-Rufai will now take Peter Obi to go and meet Atiku. That is the most formidable formation for 2027. You know, Peter Obi will form an alliance with Malam El-Rufai, and Malam El-Rufai will take Peter Obi back to Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. This is what I'm foreseeing coming 2027. Now, going forward, he said there seems to be a deliberate project to destroy opposition parties, he alleged. Citing a poll that revealed 75% of registered voters might abstain from 2027 election, El-Rufai warned of an impending crisis. Quote, "This is dangerous. For those of us who lived half of our lives under military rule, we know what it is. We don't want a military rule, but we also don't want civilians behaving like the military in their barbariga and suits," he said. This is a subtle jibe. He's claiming that there's too much autocratic leadership right now in the nation as against democratic leadership. He appealed to opposition parties to set aside their differences and form a united front to save democracy. So for Malam Nasir El-Rufai to appeal to opposition parties to set aside their differences and form a coalition to take power from the APC, it means that something is cooking. For him to have mentioned Peter Obi's name, that Peter Obi told him he does not recognize what is happening in the Labour Party, it means there is something possibly going to come up between Nasir El-Rufai and Peter Obi. This is a national emergency and we must act before history repeats itself, he concluded. So this is where I pulled out that hint. This is where I extrapolated that from. This news is from Politics Nigeria. It's an online medium that prints political news in Nigeria. You know, building up to 2027, we have started tracking the progress building up to 2027, the heat generating, everything that is playing out, the rundown to 2027 in earnest. It has started, even though it is on a low. People are not yet lauding it, but the intrigues, the politics have started. And I'm letting you know right now that there's the possibility now of a merger between Peter Obi and Malam Nasir El-Rufai, and then possibly with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar heading towards 2027 election. We monitor all these things and we observe.